Are you struggling to find the perfect Christmas gift for someone this year? Well, stress no more. A no-sew tie blanket would be the perfect gift to give someone. Since I myself have struggled on what to get my friends and family this year, I decided that a no-sew tie blanket would be an easy and fun thing to give someone. A no-sew tie blanket is an easy DIY project that anyone can do. And it's handmade. My mom and I have been making no-sew tie blankets for friends and family members of mine for as long as I can remember. Not only are they a great gift to give someone, but you can also do it for a charity as well. My youth group has also had us make no-sew tie blankets for children in need of something warm for the holidays. In today's video, I will be teaching you all how to make a no-sew tie blanket. You can make a no-sew tie blanket however big or small you would like. The most important materials that you will need include 2 pieces of fleece, 1 patterned so it can go on the top, and 1 a solid color so it can go on the bottom. A baby's blanket, you will need about 1 yard for both pieces of fleece, a total of 2. For a child's blanket, you will need a total of 3, and for an adult's blanket, you will need a total of 4 yards. Other supplies you will need for the blanket includes pins, fabric scissors, a ruler, printer's tape, and a cutting surface. You can find these supplies at any local craft store, including Joann's or Michael's. There are different techniques in which you can tie the blanket. One way you can tie a blanket is by cutting 4-inch strips 1 inch apart, and then you can take the 2 strips and tie it into a normal knot and then tie another knot. Another method that my mom and I have been using recently is taking the 2 strips, folding it in half, and cutting a slit, and then tucking both the strips into the slit and pulling through tight. The second technique is a lot faster and more efficient, and it also gives the blanket a lot cooler look. As you can see, I have laid out both pieces of fleece. There's a patterned piece on top and a solid piece on the bottom. Now what I have to do is match up the sides like so. When you lay both of the pieces of fleece out, it's important to know which side is the right side. On the front side, you'll notice how the colors are much more vivid. Let me flip it over and I will show you. You can't see the pictures as clear and they're not as vivid colors as the ones on the front. This will be the front side and you can tell that by flipping it over and checking to see if the pictures are clear and the colors are bright. To check to see if your bottom fabric is the right way, all you have to do is flip this up. You can see this piece is rolled inwards and that's how you can tell it's the right side. This will be the back of it. And where it's rolled up, that will be the front of it. As you can see right here, there is wording on the side. I'm going to have to trim all this wording off and realign the blankets. Now that I've realigned the blanket, you're going to cut 4 squares, 4 inches by 4 inches. Once you've cut the square, you can now remove this piece of fabric as you will not need it anymore. You are to repeat this on all 4 corners of the blanket. Once you have cut all your strips, you are going to take both materials and fold it up. What I like to do is take my finger and go like this, and then fold it like that. And then once you have it folded, you're gonna take your scissors and cut a little slit into both pieces of fabric. And it's gonna look like this. As I mentioned in my earlier video, there are 2 ways you can do a tie blanket. The first way I'm going to show you guys is the typical knot. So what you're gonna do is take both pieces of fabric like so, do a little crisscross, tie 1 knot, and then do another one. Your blanket will look like this. For this particular blanket, I'm going to be showing you guys the second method, which is the tuck and pull through method. So as you can see, we have our little slits here that we've cut. Now what I'm going to do is take both materials, tuck it, and pull it through the slit. This is probably the easiest method to do if you're doing a super big blanket like the one I'm doing. And as you can see, it does not give it a knotted look, but it looks a little bit braided. And you can see the colors a lot better, it pops out more, and it's a lot quicker too. Stop the video. So you're just gonna keep pulling through. You can kind of push your knot up to the top too. And this is where the tape comes in handy too. Just gonna pull it, push it, tuck, pull. Then you're gonna keep moving all the way along the blanket. And this one's easier if you don't have full range of motion in your hands. All you have to do is tuck and pull. Anyone can do this, all ages. Super easy for children to do as well. Tuck and pull all the way down. Here's a blanket I've completed, and this is what your blanket will look like when you are finished with it. So that's what a no-sew tie blanket is. Like I said before, it's a super DIY gift. Anyone can do it, young or old, and it would make a perfect Christmas gift if you're struggling to find something for someone this year.